Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Rodriguez. Yes. And I want to say thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. It's such of an honor and a praise, and I just can't thank you guys enough. So I'm gonna keep it going, you know what I mean, because y'all keep it growing. So very thankful, guys. And if you're new to the channel, you like videos like this, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up. It don't cost you a thing. Leave a comment if you like. I want to talk about it's hard to gain when you already won. It's hard to gain when you already won. You know, logical thinkers. You know what I mean? It's a lot of words that we use that we don't that we're not aware of. And I use gain. And it's like, how you gonna say it's hard for you to gain and then you're a child of God? I'm gonna break that down here in this message, right? It's hard to gain and when you already won, right? So, okay. God has already won his war for us, and the demonic knows that. God has already won a war for us. And with God already won his war for us, right? The demonic people know that, right? So we come up against these people, man, in workplaces, wherever we go in life, we come up against these people, right? Family members, friends, you know, you name it. You know, we come up against these type of people. And without knowing, you know what I'm saying, the demonic spirit, we got to understand, he going to come in like he know you, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we can be friends, but there is a dark side. So you got to be able to be in a spiritual, divine spiritual debate to pick up on the dark side, you know, if that makes sense. But these demonic entities, they automatically know that, okay, if I come in like the demonic, I can't attack this spiritual, right? I can't attack this light. So in life, we got to understand with being a light and being this child of God, that God already won for us. You know what I'm saying? He hung on the cross, and the demonic spirit know that. They're not outspoken with it, but they know that, okay, your battle already won, so how can I defeat you and destroy you? You know what I mean? So that's the whole ultimate goal. Our Father Jesus Christ hung on the cross for us, right? And with him hanging on the cross for us, he had done that one time. He's not going to do that again, right? So our victory already been won. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to hang a new Jesus on the cross. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense to where Jesus is real. If you really think more in depth like that, that'll never be done again in history. You know what I mean? So with that being stated, let me go back to my notes. I done got off topic a little bit. And if you don't get it, you know, let me break it down a little bit. So, cause I don't think y'all get it. Cause like, it's just kind of hard to gain. You know what I'm saying? Even in like I say, wherever there is in life, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard to gain. And, but they don't, what these demonic people don't understand is what you put last gonna always become first. You know what I'm saying? What you don't promote will always be promoted. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. But that's just life, you know, in general. You know what I'm saying? The person that you close the door on, the door will be open. You know what I mean? If that person is truly a child of God, you know what I'm saying? And Jesus is his father, right? So with that being stated, guys, you got to always keep in mind and know that the last will always be first. It seems like you're being defeated, but you're not being defeated. That's why I'm trying to enlighten you and give you the cheat code to understand you're not being defeated. These people gonna do this, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, all because, you know what I mean, they think they can get away with it, you know what I mean, and nothing can be done to them because they become accustomed to the routine of, you know, like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, they wanna break the strongest one. You know what I'm saying? If I can break him, then I can show them, hey, you know what I'm saying, I got power. You know what I mean? It's all about power, but God give us dominion to where we'll never fall for that type of circumstance, right? So tap in to what God has for you and keep winning. So it's time to just tap in wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Give God everything of you, you know, where you can receive spiritually, you know. And once we understand that we receive things spiritually, you know, we take things from the spiritual realm that, you know, everybody's not tapped into, and bring it to the natural. You know what I'm saying? We just can't be so caught up into the spiritual that we forget about the natural, because the natural is what we operate in. And we got to be soldiers out here, you know what I'm saying? Not soldiers, warriors, you know what I mean? I take that back. We got to be real warriors out here to to obtain the task that Jesus Christ has ordained us to take ownership of, right? So just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to gain when you already won. It's hard to gain. So why things be so hard for the child of God sometimes? Why things be so hard? Because we don't understand who we are. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand as a child of God that these entities gonna come up. God already talked about the evildoers. God has already talked about the self lovers. God already has talked about the boasters. You know what I'm saying? God has already talked about these people. So when you come in alignment with these people, you got to know how to carry yourself. You know what I mean? Or not deal. You know what I'm saying? Really, you don't have to deal with these people, man. When they go to talking against your God, you know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of, taking bits and pieces from the Bible and using it how they want to use it or interpret it how they want to interpret it. Hey, you ain't got to listen to them folk, man. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? They got any questions, any concerns, they can take it up with God because God is the creator. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. He's not going to be hung on there another cross. So it's mindful of us to take heed into that. You know what I mean? Because they know you're going to make it without help. People know you're going to make it without their help. When you are solely tied down to Jesus, I'm solely tied down. He's my provider. He's my everything. He's my way maker. He helps me, in everything in life. I trust and depend in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's like my life depends on him. You know what I mean? Waking up in the morning, God wake me up. Jesus, he wakes me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it on my own. I'm very grateful and thankful for everything that Jesus does in my life. You know what I'm saying? So this equally yoked relationship, it's like it's no play. All right. If this is what this who run this vehicle, this who run this body. I use the vehicle, but this body, you know what I'm saying? God Jesus run this body, man. And by all means necessary, I'm gonna do what's need to be done. But these people know that you're gonna win without them, man. They automatically know you're gonna get the job done, no matter what. The money people, man, rich people, man, that's that ain't got no relationship with God, and they come across a child of God, man, they gonna try to mishandle that child of God, all due to the fact that they feel like, ain't no real true God, that's on the throne, like that really has done it. So they want to try to break the one that try to portray it. You know what I'm saying? But it's impossible. And we don't do nothing but keep winning. People like helping people. It's like it makes them superior. People like helping people, man. It gives them some kind of superior, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got it, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's why I don't take help from people, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you don't need people, but at the end of the day, God aligned those people for me, if that makes sense. So I can say that, hey, I'm going to solely depend on God first. You know what I'm saying? Until he aligns somebody to come along on a journey to intercede onto the growth of me, if that makes sense. But for the most part, I'm depending on his wisdom. I'm depending on his knowledge. I'm depending on him to guide my path. I'm depending solely on him to guide my thoughts. I'm depending solely on him, right? So, excuse me, it's hard to gain, guys. It's hard to gain. But we still win for the logical thinkers. You can interpret it the way you need to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? We still win, but it's kind of hard to gain. So don't be shut down when you ain't getting promotions. Don't be shut down when you ain't getting the recognition that you feel like you deserve. Don't be shut down on those type of circumstances. Continue to keep winning, because our Father, Jesus Christ, has already won it for us, guys. The battle is the war is over with, and Jesus and I thank God for that, right? So I just want to leave that with you guys today, guys. It's hard to gain, and when you get a chance, look up that word gain. God bless y'all.